Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to go through our exact strategy which we followed to get to 15k per month and more. Okay, but before we get started, it's very important that we go over this, right? And this is a chart. So if you are someone that has been interested in Airbnb, which is probably why you clicked on the video, chances are you're on one of these three sections, right? And the whole point of this section is to basically clear up who should be interested in Airbnb and who should be interested in going ahead versus who shouldn't. So a lot of online gurus will tell you that it's something that you can do no money down, no income, and that is just wrong. It is just wrong. Ideally, if you're in this red position here where you have no income, you have no savings, you're lazy, you're unmotivated, you want everything handed to you, you're not willing to put any work in. When you're in the position where you're only ever going to work to build someone else's dream, when you make a lot of excuses, if you don't believe in yourself, if you have a bad mindset, you should click off this video. And I don't really mean the no income, no savings bit. I mainly mean the bottom bit. If you have the wrong mindset and you think that sort of way where you are lazy, you don't believe in yourself, you don't think you need to be coached, that sort of thing, you make a lot of excuses, please click off the video because you're not the community, you're not part of the community that we work with. You're not the type of person that is going to do well for himself and really impact the world, right? So please do leave. If it's no income or no savings, that's why you're in the red zone, that's fine. It can probably change with time. Chances are you have a job. And if you don't have a job, it's probably step one. But enough about the red bit. Let's focus on the orange bit, okay? Or the yellow bit. If you're at the point where you're making like 1,600 roughly, maybe a bit less, a bit more, whatever. If you have around 5,000 saved, you can realistically do this with about 3k plus. Anything above 3k, but 5k is a good place to be. If you're ambitious, if you know you deserve more, if you're tired of working for someone else, if you want to build out your own dreams, you're hardworking, you're motivated, you feel very stuck in your life right now, you want to be your own boss, you want to start a business, you want to get on the property ladder, if you're willing to commit to yourself, if you have a good mindset and you believe in yourself, then this is absolutely the place for you. If that is you and you just want to get to this green point, which is at 10k a month or more, like we're at 15k, we're at 16k in March, retired from working, you want to have a successful automated business for yourself, you want to be fulfilled, you want to no more alarms. Alarms are the worst possible thing ever. You want to make sure you're not waking up to alarm for anyone else's dreams other than your own. If you want to be your own boss, have your dream car, have your dream life, have an amazing business, you want to support your family perhaps, or maybe you just want to feel that purpose, okay, every single day. Maybe you just want to never have to check a price tag again. Maybe you just want time freedom, or maybe you just want to feel happy. If that is you, book a call down below, and only book it if you are serious, okay? We don't waste our time, and if we find out that you want to waste our time, we will end the call. Book a call down below if you're in the orange and you want to get to the green, okay? But enough about that. Let's focus on the introduction and who we are to even be saying anything like this.
So you might be thinking, why on earth would I want to book a call with you? And this is exactly why. So this is us. I'm Harvey. That's Prab. As you can see, that's us two in the picture, and we managed to scale to 15k profit per month. And as he said, it will be 16 in March, and this is because we have a property which we are going to take on in March, and we're going to run that as an Airbnb, and we will vlog that as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right. So the first thing I want to show, if you look in the top left there, you see 4 years of experience. I'm just going to quickly zoom in. There's a screenshot of the first set of keys we got, and that was on the 2nd of August 2023. As you can imagine, we've learned a lot since then. We've learned a lot, and we've met a lot of people as well, a lot of people to teach us stuff, a lot of people we've helped, and yeah, it's 2 years of experience which you don't have, so it would be silly for you not to leverage it. And also, you can see over here, 30 plus students served, and you can see clearly a set of keys in one of our students' hands, and they only joined us in January. It's now the start of Feb, and they've got them keys. So we enjoy the coaching aspect side of things, but that is what we've done in this space right now. And that's exactly why you should book a call, or why you would be interested in knowing more anyway, because if we had none of that, who would we to be telling you to book a call? But with them achievements, I'm sure you can understand exactly how you can benefit from speaking to us and working with us. So with that being said, we're going to go straight on to what we offer.
All right, so I'm going to take you through the framework that we basically teach and the ones that our students apply, which allows them to basically scale and pick up keys and get payments and change their life. We retired at 21 and 19, and we're hoping that a lot of people can be retired and fire their boss a lot quicker as well. So this is the framework that we follow, right? So it'll be covered by payouts. This is just payouts that we've received in our business. This is all just showing you that it's definitely possible. Like, it's not online spiel, it's not just stuff that you hear, and it's not just speak, basically. It's not just words. This is legitimate payments that we've gotten, right? So to get started, what we do is we help you set your business up, make sure you're set up compliantly, make sure that you're branded correctly, make sure that everything is put in place so you actually are legitimate. When you're starting out, the main goal is that you want to look a lot bigger than you actually are, and the way that you do that is by having a limited company. It's not like a needle pusher in the sense that it won't make you any money having a limited company, but it'll definitely make you feel more certified, and will have the landlord look at you through a more certified lens. So we also deal with insurances. Insurances are really important. We've never had to use insurance, but for the small price that you pay and the amount that you would save if you did have to use it, it's a no-brainer. Absolutely, you should get the insurance that we speak about. So insurance are really important. We help you with your business bank account, setting that up, making sure that you know exactly what you need in place and what benefits you can leverage. Also help you with your company branding. So branding is very, very important. It's basically, again, how you can look much bigger than you are. It's also what gives you your identity. It lets you shape your online face. It helps people realize what they're entering into before they even enter the property, sort of thing. So branding is really important. Okay, this is just the start though. So we also go through finding the property. So if you are at the point where you want to do Airbnb but you feel like you absolutely don't know what to do, this alone, this information that we have will change your life. We'll teach you exactly how to pick a target area. Okay, we'll teach you exactly how to run your numbers, where to find deals, what to say to landlords. We'll give you contracts. So there's a lot of aspects of setup and a lot of aspects of the property, getting into property game itself that we cover, and we don't just cover it on a whim. Like I said, we've served 30 plus students, and we've only made those videos with feedback from those students. So we made our initial set of videos. That was version 1, and then we've iterated it to make it better and better every single time, and that's never going to change. We're always going to look to be better, because at the end of the day, our role is to serve you. You might even wonder why we're even coaches right now, and the reason we're coaches is because we want to help. There's a lot of people online that speak about Airbnb, but they're just not good at it. They're not even in the market. That's the reality of it. Like, this is one of our first ever payouts, August 2023. As it keeps going though, look, November 18th, 2024, we're still in the game. Like, we're going to take on a property and we're going to vlog it. We're still in the game, and we're actually good at what we do. So this is why we're here, because there's a lot of impacts that we can provide to people. Because I know there's hundreds of thousands of people that want to get into the space, but there's a bunch of shit coaches, okay? And when there's shit coaches, that means there'll be a lot of dissatisfied people who want to get into the space, who spend their money and their time is wasted. So that's exactly the problem that we solve, right? So that's what we cover initially, and I'll pass it on to you.
So yeah, that covered finding the property and why we're coaches as well, which is great. Hopefully you got a better understanding of why we actually help and why we're so passionate about what we do as well. And let's get straight onto setting the property up. Once you've signed them contracts, what do you do next? Now you have a whole property, a whole 300 grand asset, and you don't even know what to do. But good thing you have us, because this module covers exactly what to do once you have signed them contracts. First thing you want to do is you want to furnish the property. We go over everything, such as where to find the furniture. All of that stuff is covered in short, concise videos, because we have a lot of knowledge, and we spent a lot, 30 grand plus on knowledge to be exact, and we've put them into small, concise videos to cover all of these things that we're speaking about right now. Furnishing is covered in it, security is covered in it, the costs and subscriptions is covered in it, and even your workforce. So this is the team that you will need, which will help you your charge to the top pretty much. So that is all covered in what we speak about, and that is very important, because again, if you have signed the contracts and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to make a fat loss, and you're going to be out of the market and out of this business very, very quickly. So you need to know what to do once you have the contract signed and once you have the keys. And yeah, after setting up your property, we go into listing the property. So listing the property isn't as simple as just putting it on Airbnb. There's a lot more to it, and you'll find that out the hard way, or some people have found that out the hard way. They list it on Airbnb, they get no bookings, and then they come to us like confused as to why they got no bookings. And I don't know how they're confused, because they have no professional pictures, the title is not at all optimized, the descriptions are about a line, and they have no information about the property whatsoever in that description. Nobody's going to know what they're buying into, and they have no reviews as well. So it's just like, what do they think will happen? You need to have professional pictures, You need to have an optimized title, optimized description. We go over all of that. We give templates. We help you to do that as well. We give examples of ourselves, of our own listings, and we also give good examples of other listings that we found. And again, a lot of people will put it on Airbnb, get no bookings, and go out of the market straight, gone. And it makes sense as well. It's a 3-step process. When someone's looking for a property, they'll search the area, they'll see the picture first thing, they're pressing it, they see the title as well. If it calls out who they are, great. If it doesn't, they're going to swipe off. Same with the description. If it calls out who they are and what they're looking for, they will book. If not, they won't. That's why you need to make sure you have that all optimized, and we cover that pretty much exactly, so you don't have to look anywhere else. You can literally make sure that your property is there and it's very attractive to the customer. And after we teach you how to list it, and all of the websites you can list it on as well, because it's not just Airbnb. People say Airbnb. Airbnb is actually, in a nice way, not the best. It's quite shit. Booking.com has been a lot more successful for us as well. But there are a lot more websites which people don't speak about online, which we basically give to you, and we help you to use. Because why list it on one when you can list it on 15, right? And then, yeah, that's pretty much how we help in terms of listing. We can also get it listed for you, but that's a conversation that we'll have later on once you book that call. And yeah, making it a business is the most important thing. People can tell you how to list, they can tell you how to put it on Airbnb, they can tell you how to furnish it, get the pictures, they can tell you everything that we've spoken about before. But if you're still going there, cleaning it, doing the check-in, speaking to the guests, responding to their calls, it's a second job, it's not a business at that point. You're getting paid, yeah, well done, but you're also spending all your time at the property and doing stuff for the property. That's not the point of a business. A business is meant to be automated and systemized, and that's exactly what we specialize in and what we help in. We have been able to make videos like this, all the content on our TikToks, our Instagrams, and even here. We're only able to do this and also coach because we've systemized our business. We don't have to go to our properties ever again. We haven't been to the properties for a while, and the last time we went to the property, it was an inspection, which was our choice. So our cleaners do all that for us. We have a VA as well who speaks to all the guests. Game changer, absolutely. 10x is your business. Like 10x is the amount of time you have as well. And yeah, that's exactly why you need to make sure you're working on the business and not in the business. You are the business owner. It's very easy to slip into the habit of working in the business, but that's not your responsibility at all. And we cover what is your responsibility and what isn't your responsibility a lot more when you work with us. So I'm going to leave it at that. But even after making it a business, there's still more, because now you have to track your numbers. It's very easy to, because it's so passive, it's very easy to let the money come in and just let all the payments go out without you having to lift a finger and not make profit. Because if you don't track your numbers, you're not going to know if you're making profit or not. And when you make profit, when you don't make profit, that's when you have to readjust. So you need to make sure you're on top of your numbers as well. And we go over how to do that. We have sheets of how to check that. We go over how often you need to check that. And also in terms of scaling and using profit to get 10k a month, we have plans for that as well. So when you work with us, not only will you have one successful Airbnb, you'll have multiple, and it will all be a systemized system, I guess. It will all be automated, so you don't even have to go to the properties, and instead you literally just sit back, relax, and watch your payouts go through. And we've helped multiple people. I'm not speaking out of speculation, I'm speaking out of experience. Like, this has been the case, and that's exactly what we're gonna cover next.
So yeah, like you said, don't take it from us. Yes, we're an example of how Airbnb can work, and if you put in the necessary graft, you can make it out. Like, we don't work anymore, and this is basically what we do full time. So it's a great place to be, and it's very like it's heartwarming to be able to help people. So this is some of the help that we've been able to give. So some payouts that we was able to share, but everything that I'm pulling on here is mainly on Instagram. So if you drop us a follow, you'll be able to see and track what we're doing. These are some payments our clients have got, even more payments. This is Hassan, absolute killer. So he worked with us literally 3-4 weeks ago now. He joined, we got listed, I actually got a booking for 22 nights right off the bat. So he's absolutely killed it, has Hassan. So we're so proud of him, and chances are in the next 2 to 3 months he'll be having a second property, and as soon as he hits 2 or 3, we're going to do an interview with him. So that's amazing, can't wait for that. Again, this is another win for me, so this makes me proud a lot. So this person was with another coach. I'm not going to name and shame because that's not what we're here to do. They were with another coach, and the coach left them with lots of gaps of knowledge, right? So what we did was we swooped in, saved the day, and they're now listed, and they've now literally got properties. So it's in a great position right now. That they felt like they had no knowledge or gaps in knowledge, and now they're literally living that dream life and what they wanted to do. So that's amazing. Again, another booking. And this is one of the big things I want to push upon. So not only are we going to teach you what to do, but when it all goes wrong, which can happen sometimes, when you're taking action, that tends to be where things go really wrong and really right. We're also here for our clients. So as you can see here, needed to hear this. I appreciate your faith in me. You know, what even makes you that faithful? It's because I'm a coach. I'm not just a coach because I want it because we need the money. We don't need the money. Our property business pays us, and it's exactly what fuels our life. Coaching is what we do for impact, okay? We are here to help people win, because I know there's so many coaches out there that don't even want that. So if people want to win and no one wants to help them win, that's exactly the gap that we fill. So again, we coach people. If for most people, it's not that they don't know what to do. Chances are you know what you need to do to get a property business up and running. You're just not committed enough. You might lack motivation at certain points. That's exactly the gap that we fill, using our expertise, using our knowledge. Again, this is feedback. Again, this is the keys that you saw earlier. Only joined us in January now as keys. Again, this is just some feedback on the calls, on the modules. Great feedback, to be honest. And you know, just through committing with us, he's now figured out that his family will actually allow him to use their properties. So he's had a very easy pipeline there of consistent income. Again, great feedback on some of our calls. Another client who started with us very recently and has a property and booked out for a month. So it's not one of them ones where it might be you. It absolutely is. Each of these people has their own different challenges. It's not like a copy and paste same person. Different ages, different genders, different ethnicities. Everything's completely different, but they're all able to win just because they've input our system. Okay? So that's exactly the position that a lot of our people are in, and that leaves quite a simple ultimatum, I guess you could call it. So there's two paths you can take from here now, because you spent the time watching this video, all right? We've been lucky enough that you've graced us with your attention. Now the question is, what are you going to do with that time invested? Are you going to keep staying happy in the short term, which means going to parties, spending your money on designer, things that have very low long-term impact? Are you going to keep doing that and make yourself happy in the short term, or do you want to actually put in some graft? Do you want to make sure that you're a little bit unhappy, a little bit uncomfortable, taking action, learning, taking courses, getting informed? The question is, what do you want to do? Because if you're taking this route, this is where you're going to end up. In the long term, you're not going to be happy. Let's be honest. If you're spending all your money right now, living, a lavish lifestyle, stuff like that, chances are in the long term, you're not going to have any savings. You're going to be 27 with £300. That could be you. All what you do is, you invest, you go down the path of resistance, you do what's difficult for ultimate gain. This is the journey that a lot of people go through. We hold their hands to make sure that they go through the fire, because it is fire. It is difficult. Being rich, being successful, being retired so young is not easy. But we've done it and we've helped other people do it. So why can't we help you? That's the question. So now you have two paths and all the free will. The call is linked down below. If you are serious and you want to get started and you're tired of being in this orange zone, if you're tired of that, then let's book a call, let's have a conversation, and let's change your life. Thank you so much for your time.